I'm on the edge, I ain't coming down. I get too high, I'm afraid of the ground.
I can't remember the one that we talked about doing this to. Oh, Go Crazy maybe. All right. So paperwork is signed.
Paperwork's done. Check cleared. That candy's nice, isn't she, baby?
You are now in the presence of a...
What up, ACAB, man? We here.
We in Davidson.
And Davidson Audio, Panama City, Florida. So, man, we going big.
Going big.
All right, we're good. We got to show the protection of that T and A.
Presence of a...
This is crazy. Crazy, I tell you. Crazy. How you feeling, bro?
You feel that? My heart? Oh, I'm feeling great, man. This is awesome.
We didn't put it on video, but we heard some of his other systems and his other bikes, and it gives a little bit of confidence, a little promising,
yes.
like, you know.
No, it's like the bike is in good hands.
Yeah, you know? It is in good hands. Oh, hang on, turn this. Oh, look at that. You can see me. It was so dark in here, you couldn't see me.
You saw me.
But yeah, so yeah. Anyway, whatever. We're excited. It's going. What we got? We got bolts. We got black candy over here torn apart.
That candy's nice, isn't she, baby?
And then Spicy right here, she's getting ready to get torn up. We got lowers off and stuff. Oh, look at that rim, bro. Oh, it just looks so good. It looks, and it's gonna be sounding good.
Who's out here getting a 2024 Elite torn apart and getting work done?
Not even 10 miles, 7 miles.
7 miles, bro.
7 miles. You got. She ain't never gonna be the same.
No, she's not. Hey, getting that Davidson audio, baby.
That's right.
Like, if you go one way, you'll notice it starts bucking.
Yeah.
So you'll take it and go the opposite way. You'll figure out which way you have to go.
Okay.
Try my fire, my man.
Take more down. Am I not doing it right? because I will get after it.
You are now in the presence of
I'm so stupid.
Do my first time, complete dog run. Bill's first time, complete dog run.
What you talking about? Mine's always been perfect. I would just be a little bit more careful around here. See how you cut into that where the brass insert is?
Okay, yeah.
But you didn't go deep enough to affect anything.
Okay.
But you just got to be careful. But other than that, I mean, everything looks good.
So that's what you're looking for, huh?
Yeah, you're just making sure you're flattening these casting marks out. I mean, all this, that's just where the tool slipped and you were cut, but you didn't cut through anything. You just skimmed it up.
No,
That's more looks than anything.
no, it didn't slip. He was just going to town on it.
That's right.
2024, brother.
Yeah. How long have you had it?
I had it, what, a day-ish?
Dude, you had it 22 hours.
22 hours, and
That's counting sleep and driving.
I had it for 22 hours, and look, now look at
Already
it.
cutting stuff.
Cutting stuff, putting stuff together. Oh, man.
Major changes. I mean, they had a saw out.
So, I mean, my heart was just skipping a little bit, but they're like surgeons.
Hello. Play a game. You better hurry up. Make your choice.
All right, my boy. Kevin went ahead and got mid-base. Yeah, we're not exactly sure where he's gonna put all his t-shirts, but it's a 10-inch. As you can see there, it's without it. And that's with it. So, yeah, all right. How you feeling?
Good.
Excited.
Excited.
It's the fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, baby. We're almost there.
Yeah, let's do it. Ooh.
What's
I
over
haven't
here?
even shown none of this yet.
Ooh.
Oh, no, not yet. Does it make you happy?
I'm happy.
I noticed you're smiling, getting bigger and bigger.
Ah, look at that base, baby boy. Yes.
All right, so can you explain to me what is going on with my bike right now, and what is this little dude?
So that's our RTA mic. All right, so one of the things that makes Davidson audio stand out versus some other packages on the market is every single audio package that we've sent out, I want to specify, has either been on my personal Challenger, Chieftain, or Bill's Challenger, or other customers' builds, because we use a DSP, it's a digital signal processor. We won't get into all the technicality of that, but we take all of them and we tune them, we save the files, so that way if you order one of our recommended packages, I have that. But what we've got over here, I'll have Fred turn us around, is, so right here we have our RTA mic. So what this does is it allows us to play certain test tones or frequencies, and this microphone picks it up, takes it over to our RTA there to the laptop.
It wasn't said, but I wanted to point out the reason why the microphone is sitting right around that area is because that is where your ears and your head would be located.
We'll show you a little bit more of that. So like right now I'm in the DSP software and I've got all the speakers turned off, and there's all sorts of stuff in here. One thing I will show you real quick is you guys have a 9-band EQ on the power band, or the Ride Command's a 5-band. I don't really care about that EQ because I have 32 bands of parametric EQ. So not only does that give me, like, in your Ride Command, you can go up and down, that's it. I can take that 120 hertz and I can move it wherever I want. So I've got up, down, side to side. I can change it widthwise, narrow. So all I want the Ride Command for is to give us a very flat signal, and that's all I want it for. So what we're doing here, you'll see a little bit of it, is we're going to run pink noise through here, and we'll tune it, and we'll fine tune the front stage to the rear stage, side to side, change polarity. There's a whole bunch of stuff that goes into it, but we're going to give you just the nitty gritty today.
Spicy Candy got a lot of pink noise, I have a feeling.
It's a lot of good pink noise. So what we'll do is, which we'll kind of explain it before we
Do you
turn
ever
it.
sing into this? Like in the shower or anything?
One thing we like to do is, so like on here, I can shut the fronts or the rears off. So what we do is we tune one stage at a time. So what you'll see is when we turn the front stage on, you'll kind of see the reaction on the computer. Don't get too stuck on what's going on there. That's something that we dive deep into. And like I said, you'll see one of our future videos, I'll explain a lot more of it. And I'm going to explain that frequency range. And you might see us do a video on what the OEM EQ actually does or does not do. So stay tuned for that video.
That's on Davidson Audio.
Yes.
Okay.
Davidson Audio.
Say I wasn't planning on that one getting big. And so just to, you know, a lot of performance guys follow my channel, right? I'm a big performance guy. So when you're talking about tunes, it's almost the same as some of these guys. They know how to, when they tune the Pursuits or the Challengers, they're like, hey, we've seen that exhaust with that air filter and that big bore kit and those cams, and they're able to piece it together. And that's what you were saying, is when you were saying it's either been on your bike or you've had a bike. Yep. So you've taken the time to tune them, and then when you send them out, you sent them already tuned.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
just like the performance world.
That's actually a perfect analogy, because the two differentiations is, like, if you do the performance tunes or they send you the tune like Mad Monkey and stuff, your biggest factor there that changes it is elevation. So for us, it's the person, the individual's like preference in what they want audio wise is usually our little factor that changes it just a little bit. But then that's where in the DSP software there's a basic tune file. I think it gives you 7 bands that you can manipulate a little bit to fine tune it. Or, dude, we've had customers that get our packages, they'll be from out, they'll be like, hey, we're going to Daytona, can we stop by? They'll stop by, we'll throw it back on the RTA, we'll tune it, we'll have them listen to it, we'll go back and forth, we'll fine tune it to their phone, and they go on their way. That's not another thing that we're going to charge for. So if you buy one of our packages and you're rolling by us, or we're out and about at an event, we're set up, stop on by, we'll adjust the tune, we'll sit down and spend the time with you, and we'll readjust it. So that's something we always do for customers.
Yeah, that means I have to bring Minnow back, which has actually been talked about.
Yeah, yeah, we got to have minnows here on.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a deciding factor.
But we have to watch there's some hose in the. Oh no, that's not the one we're playing.
But what's cool is, like, so we're talking right here, and you can see if I turn the sensitivity up on here, like, you can hear us talking in here, and it picks everything up. So the louder I talk, it picks everything up.
If you go low, does it show low?
Yeah, here, actually, you get.
If it goes low, hi.
Yeah.
Seems like it's.
So if you do frequency sweeps, you'll see where this comes into play. So when you see us do our Davidson Audio video later on what the actual EQ of the Ride Command does, this is how we're going to prove it. I'm going to show you on the laptop, on the computer, exactly what those adjustments do and the magnitude of them. You can go down a whole rabbit hole when it comes to this stuff. It is, yeah, it's one of those things.
So these last, like, no joke, 48 hours we've been in the shop building these, putting it together, and I'm trying to learn as much as I can. Information on that one later, but he said, dude, we're gonna do this. It's like drinking out of a fire hose, and I think that he was right about that. So all right, well, let's play some noise or whatever. And
yeah, we gotta turn this way down. But if we turn that up,
You're gonna have to cut the volume on this part.
Yeah,
you're gonna have to either go way down or just.
Yeah, I'll lay it off.
Yeah, Bill, you can just hit play. I have it.
You both ready?
Yeah, you can hit play. I have it turned off.
Okay.
So like we said before, so everything is turned off. So actually, we come over here, you can hear. And what's cool is that I unlink these. That's the right, left.
So you do each individual speaker?
I could, yes.
Yeah, wow.
So on your setup, we're doing each side because we have some in parallel. So these are together, those are together, those are together, those are together. So yeah, we can fine tune every single speaker. There's so much you can do with these.
So, but and then with a guy like me, where the tour, even though I have speakers in the tour pack, we'll get into what I have later. But taking off the tour pack isn't gonna f up the tune.
No.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure.
It will have no effect on it whatsoever.
So I'm just saying, for even people who want to get it, they can also know that theirs won't be messed up.
Yeah, it's
they
the same as the OEM. The OEM, you can unplug and you can go about your business. We've taken the time to make sure that it's not going to affect it at all. So tour pack on off, it literally has no effect on it at all.
Yeah. And that's important because the tour pack, especially for me, it comes off and on a lot depending on what I do. That's the nice thing about the tour packs, you know. So anyway,
And
that's it.
Our biggest thing is serviceability. Saddlebags, everything, like even the lowers, we have a quick disconnect on them. So if your bike has to be serviced, you take saddlebag off, it's just one extra quick disconnect. And they're watertight seals too. We had Fred disassemble one, put it back together. There's 2 seals on that sucker on just one connector. So you have the seal on the other connector, you put them together. They're automotive grade manufacturers. Like these companies use the same exact connector. We buy all the really expensive connectors, trust me, it's not cheap, but I want the best for you guys. Serviceability is huge with us.
Yeah, he went through my bike and found a couple connectors that weren't waterproof and actually replaced them. So it goes to show you a little bit about the quality of service you get here at Davidson Audio.
Yep.
And then there's a Black Candy over here. I'm getting to her later.
Black Candy's nice, isn't she, good?
That's naturally what your speakers are playing. That's the rear. So if you were to take the crossovers off, it would play naturally all the way down. That's where I always try to tell people certain speakers are only designed to play certain things, especially 6.5s. 6.5s aren't designed to play in the 60 hertz range. There are some speakers on the market that have been specifically designed for that application, but I dare say 80-90% of 6.5s are not designed to play that low. They're not. So
make sure you guys go and subscribe to his channel because he geeks out on this shit.
Yep.
And he can really, he dives into this and helps you. We don't have, this video is not going to be all about that. You guys know how I do it.
Yep.
But he does, and he does a great job. I told him the other day, I was like, dude, I watched I don't know how many videos. Not that I don't keep up on the regular, but I definitely watched some to kind of educate myself a little bit into this.
yeah.
And so, yeah, it is a good source. And then all these videos that he has coming, if you hit the bell, you'll get to see it, and then you can hear all the stuff that he's referencing that's coming.
Night candy's nice, I guess you good.
You run on my phone like you want me, like you was a pussy to kick to the side, I don't know.
Let's face this way. Get me lost in the shadow. Hey, man, we have the best audio system money can buy.
Yes,
Well,
yes, sir.
I mean I listen. There's probably better, but we also ride our bikes.
Yeah, and we can spend more if you wanted to, but hey.
How many miles did you ride on your other bike?
I got roughly almost 46,000 miles
46,
on it.
and I have almost 60 between my two bikes, right?
Yes.
So we ride our bikes, so we still need bag space and we still need all that good stuff. But as you guys have seen, this guy, let's so you have the brand new 2024 Challenger Elite, and your build isn't done. You're waiting for some
No,
stuff.
it's not done. Some stuff to come in.
Yep, but you have, at this moment, you have the 6.5 in the front.
In the front. And I have the 6.5s in the lids.
Yep.
And then we banging with this mid bass, 10-inch mid bass.
10-inch
Hey,
mid
baby,
bass.
go big or go home.
And then he even did some porting with some 3D printer, so that way it doesn't affect each other. Now you've rode it. You've got miles on it, banging some music. I didn't hear your music because I have my own music going.
Yeah, I felt it. It's really clear.
Okay.
I felt the bass. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to keep going through my playlist and just keep playing the music.
And you've had the Gen 1.
Yeah, I had the Gen 1 power band.
Yeah.
And then obviously I had the Gen 2. And I did listen to that for a bit, but I knew what I wanted. And I knew exactly when I got the Davidson audio that it's gonna be out of the world. And it was.
Listen, man, when you went big with this bike, you had told me privately that you wanted to just go next level everything.
Next level, next level. I want to take my audio system next level on my next new bike, and that's what I did. If you want to go next level, hey, you got to do this, you know.
And you're not even done, which is freaking nuts.
No, I'm not. I'm like, since it's so new, I'm waiting for parts to come in, and they haven't came in. As soon as they come in, it's gonna be another video.
How many Christmases can you get in a year, bro? That's all I'm saying. Like, you keep just like buying stuff, getting Christmas.
Hey, I can get as many as I want. I'm paying for it, you know.
And then me, you know, Spicy came down all this way. We got the professional here. We're gonna get him in here in just a second. Why don't you help me out and explain? So Spicy also decided to go big.
Yep.
And we went with 8 speakers. So we went 2 in the fairing, 2 lowers, 2 in the bags, saddlebag lids, and there's no mid bass in here, and then 2 in the trunk.
Yep.
with a first. Number one, first time you've ever done it, but Davidson audio lowers that are 6.5s, right?
Yeah, so what we did here is I don't fall over. So this is the OEM lower with the OEM pod. A good friend of mine, him and I went back and forth and we designed this 6.5-inch speaker pod adapter that we utilize to incorporate it with that. So this is 100% direct bolt-on, just like the OEMs. And we took the extra time and he really killed it with helping us on this design, where we got a nice sleek gloss black here, and then we put our 6.5 of choice here with a nice cicada grill to match it, and it really ties it in. And one of the biggest reasons we love these grills is their billet. So this allows us to strip them down and powder coat them whatever color you want, and we can also get these in raw to skip that process. So it just adds that extra line of customization. And we didn't know it at the time, but when we got these on here, we were sitting down. This Pursuit color scheme matches it because we have the white, pearl white with the red, and the gloss black here, and this ties in. And just the lines and the flare on that really sets it apart, gives it that nice look to it.
And I'll say me, as the non-professional, I had only, so we had seen some lowers that are circles.
Yep.
I like the square lines of that's why I went with, like, you know, everything is kind of squared off on my bike. It's kind of what I like. And so, first of all, you kind of surprised me with it. I don't think either I didn't know or I didn't retain the information.
I just got 'em.
Yeah. So I had thought we were getting the 5 1/4s, right?
Yep, that was the original plan, and it just happened that these were the final, like, production prototypes. So you have the first, like, these aren't even on the market yet. I have all of them coming. So you have the very first ones, and this was the best application to get them on. Absolutely best.
And so I have now rode, I don't know, we had like 15 minutes on the bike or whatever, and obviously we all know I'll ride, but for these first 15 minutes, like I say, I've never heard my audio this good. I can hear it clear as day. I used to say I could hear my other audio, which I still say I could hear it, but it always helps when you know the words.
Yeah.
You know, there's that thing. You can hear it, but you know the words or whatever. In this situation, I was actually listening to songs that I've never heard before, that you guys probably heard, and the reason why I used those was because they're YouTube friendly songs.
Yeah.
So we went with what do they call it? 6.5-inch coax horns, or what are they?
Compression.
Compression. You guys, listen, I'm learning, okay? I'm learning.
Hey, it's what it's all about, and that's why we're so open on our channel and try to review these the best we can. Is we're trying to educate the Indian community, the motorcycle community as a period, because I want to make sure if y'all are spending money, it's hard to spend it once when it comes to audio, but I'm trying to give you all the best bang for your buck and the most value, period. That's why we stand behind our products. We put together what we have, and we offer one of the industry leading 3-year warranty on our kits.
Wow.
So you can't beat that. And we've really spent the time. You saw us.
Yeah.
And from our harnesses, from our products, we spend the time behind it, and we back everything that we make.
I'll say, you know, he is, and you, I'm not sure how, obviously you never know what's going to make edit, but we really worked side by side over the last 3 days, learning how to do this. I'm hands deep, I'll admit. I got into this. It was just fun. We've all heard those horror stories of a person spending big bucks on audio, and it doesn't even matter what brand, it doesn't even matter. You spend big bucks on something and you instantly realize, and by the way, this couldn't even be not audio, but just in general, it's always horrible to feel like you got to do it again.
Yep.
You know?
And you really hit on it. That's one of the reasons I started this business, is because I had seen a trend on car audio, motorcycle audio, it didn't matter. People would spend thousands of dollars with a company, and they'd be like, hey, my speaker went out. They'd take the fairing off, and holy smokes, it looked like you took 50 pounds of wiring, just shoved it in there. That's why I've been so adamant about our wiring harnesses, keeping things clean, keeping them tight, zip tying, color coordinating the best that we can to make it easier. Our kits are install friendly. Y'all can do this yourselves. Take the time, watch the videos, and don't be afraid to turn a wrench.
Yeah, well, I agree with him. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed everything. I have a single lamp, right, under the fairing. And then it's really cool. You tuned it.
Yep.
You actually basically had a bass tune done, checked it, and it was basically the right one.
We tweaked it a couple of times because, like I said, this is a new kit with the 6.5s and the lowers usually have 5 1/4s, so we adjusted it for that. And like Fish said, we have a single amplifier up here with a DSP. Won't bore you the details. The DSP allows me to take the signal from the ride command and put it aftermarket. It's just how we have these kits, and I love it. It works well.
All right. Well, you guys have heard me. And you've heard Kevin. Minnow's the last, but maybe she'll be a short. We're gonna be real lucky to get her on a bike before the end of the season. It's December something,
22nd.
So 22nd, yeah. So if you're watching this before Christmas, have a happy Christmas and a happy New Year. If you're watching it afterwards, I hope it was as amazing as you hoped it was gonna be. Other than that, guys, this is my experience here at Davidson Audio here in Panama.
Beautiful Panama City.
Beautiful Panama City. I cannot say the team at Davidson Audio, they're all next level people, all of them. Even the people that you share the property with.
With Adrenaline Rush Motorsports.
Yeah,
yep.
Adrenaline Rush Motorsports. Just great people. So if you're in the area, stop by, say what up to these guys, check them out, listen to their systems. They have kind of bass systems, and they have very advanced, wild, yeah, like almost competition. He said it's not, it sounded like it to me. Other than that, yeah, we're good. I think this is it, right?
Yeah, we're gonna get some tacos.
I'm on the edge, I ain't coming down. I get too high, I'm afraid of the ground.
I can't remember the one that we talked about doing this to. Oh, Go Crazy maybe.
Back in the day, bitch, just in a town. I'm on the edge, I ain't coming down. I get too hot like 100. Hello.
Oh, go to the
Loaded, track with the lyrics like I'm bowling. Pushing up, keep rolling. Don't wanna listen, but I told him. One more time, your favorite MC, bronze or silver. These raps here are golden. Cards on the table, there's no folders. Spit bars at the class, sold. TikTok, can't tell them I get ripped off. Man, get pissed off when I start lifting off. Let's play this cookie, I'm missing. I get ripped off. Look at myself, yo, every time I trip top. Let's put it in the big off. Me and my G's doing the thing mix up. Full circle, that ain't drop.
We're gonna tacos. Ride hard, ride fast, and say hi to somebody you don't know. Peace.